What's good, everybody? You rocking with your boy Czar, All Rights Reserved. And as promised, today I laid it down and I gave you guys a foundation. During the week, stick with me. It's only going to get more, let's say, intricate as we paint the different pictures of many different individuals that had their time in this whole debacle. Now, rock with it. Free promotion, Al Capone. You either at the table or you on the menu, as their saying goes. No comment to that. Stop by your local store if you are someone that enjoys smokables and enjoy what Al Capone brings to the table, tearing it up as they always do. Do me a favor for handling business today and delivering these productions. Hit that subscribe button and the bell right beside it. So this week you're up on everything that Czar Rights Reserve is actually talking about. So you stay up with it. On this channel, we talk about many different investigations, but right now we're working on a series dealing with XxxTentacion, giving an in-depth involvement and understanding what actually went on in the situation. What I'm going to talk about right now is sort of a reference, so we're going to wind down from the day and the information that was delivered today. I want you guys to type in XxxTentacion and listen to the song Sad. Then I want you to listen to the song Fake Love. And I want in the comments below you to tell me, who was he talking to? Who was he talking to? That's what I want you to tell me. Who was he actually speaking to? That's something that we're going to find out. From knowing this and figuring out the information on this, I'm thinking that we're going to come closer to understanding his mind frame. See, let me tell you guys something. I never really even listened to the music up until about a day or two ago, because I knew if I listened to it, I may have an objective view that was too in favor of the artist rather than the situation itself. That's how I was able to stay objective. That was the whole key to me backing off the information. But we're getting and working towards, let's say, a pinnacle of information, I decided to listen to the song Fake Love and Sad. In listening to them, I want you to tell me in the comments below, who actually was he speaking to in Fake Love, and who do you think he was speaking to in Sad? You see, being a musician and having insight, I'm able to take lyrics and kind of feel the mentality that the artist was delivering the information with. This is key because a lot of people can't do this. A lot of people decide whether it's a hit song, decide whether it sounds good. But you know me, I'm going to look at it and give you the real facts. I want to know who you think he was speaking to in the song. Now, I'm going to just talk to you about Fake Love, because in Sad, you guys can deliver that on your own and deliberate. Now, a lot of times people think he's talking directly to women of interest in his life when he could be talking in general to people around him. You get what I'm saying? That's why his music transitioned to being a transcendent level of music, because it hits all targets. See, with his music, he levels up. If you listen to a lot of his earlier music to now, he leveled up tremendously. And it's very obvious why he had such a following, because the tune sounds good, the beat's good, everything like that sounds good. But what people miss to do is put together the puzzle pieces of what he's actually talking about and who he's speaking to. That's part of being an artist. That's part of being a fanatic of his music, if that is your status. You get what I'm saying? Fake Love to me was very obvious who he was speaking to. So, because of listening to Fake Love, I got to ask you guys a question. Did he realize the characters that were around him? Was I wrong about that? Did he actually understand who was around him? And he said, instead of me addressing it with emotion like I did, I'm gonna rap about this, I'm gonna sing about this and put this in my music. Hopefully they listen to it and they gain some type of heart behind it and realize who I truly am to them. It's very interesting. And this is why I stayed away from the music, because I didn't want to look into it, because I couldn't help it. That's what I do, not only as an objective YouTuber, but somebody who actually enjoys music and is a musician. It was going to mean more than that to me. And being I listened to it, it did exactly what I thought it would, mean more to me. Who was he speaking to? Who was the intended person of this song? If you want to say his baby mothers and all the women he was associated with, fine, I'll give you that. But at the top of understanding, you got to get he was talking to everyone. He didn't subscribe a gender. He was talking about people's love. And if you ain't get it, player hate is basically fake love spelled backwards. And maybe you'll get it later. But it's about somebody being sincere in their approach. It's only 2 minutes and 28 seconds, but it's a very intricate song if you think about it. Who would think to address someone in such, let's say, a worldwide manner to not only cause people to be enjoying in what they're producing, but you're also delivering a very direct message that's supposed to bring someone back to the understanding of what you're trying to do and what nature of the environment you're trying to produce. Listen, no one wants fake love around them. That's why the title of the song was as such. No one wants somebody faking the phone. Who wants that? So my thing is, instead of addressing him aggressively as he always did and what he did in his life, he chose to do it through music, a love, something he truly loved. So he had sincere love for music. So he said to himself, why not do a song about fake love? Because this is something that I feel around me. You know, when people are faking that type of stuff, you feel it around you. When people are sincere, you also feel it too. That's the thing about it. And he felt to show what he truly meant from his heart. In the comments below, I just want you guys to tell me what you think about these songs. You know, we'll get back into it top of the morning if I can. If not, you'll get it as the day goes on, and I'm going to keep throwing these hits at you. But I just want to know what you think about his song Sad, then his songs Fake Love. These two songs are two of his largest hits, and it's for a reason. Not only does it carry a message to help inspire people, but it's directed to intended targets. It's not just something he thought up. He made music he felt. He made it from his heart. That's the difference. And I never really listened to his music, and I could get cosigns from other commenters. I never really delved into his life except from documents and information I read. Then I built an insightful picture in my head of what actually was going on around it. And then it turns out to be absolute to the point, if not shooting within the same direction, because that's what my gift is. It's insight. So his gift not only was music, but his gift was a way to deliver it. The same way I deliver perspectives and insight to you guys. And that's part of what I needed to be. That's why I interact with commenters. That's why I allow you guys to give me your opinion on what you think. You know, and even a lot of you guys that are viewing, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell beside. We're about to turn up. It's about to turn up from here. Because now I started with one weapon. Now I got two. I have two. Not only am I using my perspective on documentation, evidence, and everything in a perspective to that, but now I'm working with the music. And from listening to the song at least twice, I build a picture in my mind of what's going on. And how I've been delivering it, you already know it's deep. It's insightful. And there's other songs I listen to that I have to get the wording right, because I got to make sure he's talking about who I think he's talking about in these songs. See, that's part of it. Part of artistry is being able to paint a picture without having to do much. And it makes sense why he was a mainstream artist. And then I got more information pertaining to the death certificate. And that's part of what I'm talking about too. You see, I understand now what the situation is, what the status is, and sort of what's going on around this artist and his life. I now get it. And shout to Dirty Diana for the information. You're going to get your credit at the top of any subject that I'm talking about pertaining to the documentation you sent. I have very loyal commenters that are sending me vital information. Mahogany Brown, shout to you too. I'm going to check whatever you got out, and we're going to go from there. But this is very serious. You know, this is a man whose life was taken from him at an early age, and there's a lot of speculation around it. Now, is he alive? I don't know. We're going to go through the documentation. We're going to explain it out. We're going to talk about it, because I got a document that may be the death certificate itself, that is signed off, sealed. I have to check the man who signed off on it. See, and yes, I could sit here and quote him and his mother's full name, including middle names, and they each had 2 middle names for some reason. That's why I really got to check out the guy who does it and make sure he references to the position in the facility that he's named himself after. This is all about just checking the facts. The same way I did it for what I delivered today as far as the charity groups, the same way I did it today as far as the people who's linked to these type of groups and their affiliation with several individuals within this circle. Same way. It's all checked, stamped the same exact way. And that's the way we're going to keep doing it. Now, this isn't the only subject we're going to talk about. You're going to see I'm going to start delving into other cases, because I'm multi-talented and I can multitask pretty well when doing investigations, because it's something that I'm good at. It's what I do. I have insight on other cases that we're going to get into, but nothing too crazy. But it is going to be very interesting. So just make sure you made your time to click that button and that bell now, so you can catch every production, because you want to catch one after another. It all links together like a bridge. It all works together to form a picture so that you're able to produce an image in your mind, because we're along on this journey together. And that's how this YouTube works. That's how this channel works with its commenters. I don't ignore you, and I see everything you guys do. And I show respect and reference every time you do something well, because you deserve it. For the time you put in, for the respect you give. And that's the way we're going to keep pushing. So check out the song Sad, then listen to the song Fake Love. If you have to listen to it back to back, do that. And let me know in the comments below, who do you think he's speaking to in each song? Who do you think these songs were targeted at? You know, and then we'll go from there. That's my little assignment. But you know how I rock. All rights reserved.